Batman Beyond, the TV show. Is it overrated? Here's the thing, everybody. My name's Elise. I have been rewatching a lot of the old superhero animated shows when I was a little kid. COVID is still around. Places are not allowed to be open. I got some free time. Let's rewatch some of the old stuff that I used to watch as a kid. And I know that some people say, "Oh, well, it was made for children and all that stuff." So you really shouldn't compare it. Here's the thing: I when you have the child mindset, then you have nostalgia. But is it as good as it is? I mean, Toy Story was made for kids, but it's just as good for adults. I love a great deal of Batman Beyond. I enjoy the freak out of this entire thing, show. This was a very good show. I enjoy it. But is it the greatest of all time? Does it deserve the 100% on Rotten Tomatoes? Does it deserve all the praise it gets? Here's the thing. I like Terry McGinnis. I like the futuristic world of Gotham. I love this how Bruce Wayne is just an old man. He can't be Batman anymore. He had heart problems and other reasons why he didn't want to be Batman anymore. And he has this dysfunctional relationship with his old predecessors, with Barbara Gordon, with Dick Grayson in many cases, and what it truly means to wear the suit and what it means for your future life. And I really did enjoy Terry McGinnis as Batman Beyond. I liked the new futuristic world. I liked some of the new villains. I liked the Royal Flush Gang. I liked Terry McGinnis and his relationship with the girl named Ten, who is basically like Selena Kyle to it's Selena Kyle and Batman all over again. A girl who's in a bad a girl who's a thief, who's a villain, who technically is the thief, the villain who's in love with Batman and all that stuff. So it's just a lot of great things I like about this entire show, Batman Beyond. It takes some of the old stuff of the Batman universe and makes it good into this new universe. I also enjoy they have some old characters like Superman and makes an appearance for one where he wants the new Batman, to join the Justice League, which was a pretty dang good 2 episodes. I enjoy having Talia al Ghul show up for a bit, Mr. Freeze for an episode, and they got some new villains as well. And some of the new villains I actually like. There's Ink, again, there's the Royal Flush Gang, and there's this one who has like a sound barrier and all that stuff. I'm forgetting his name, but he was a good character as well. I enjoy Batman Beyond. Even rewatching it lasted for 3 seasons, and I gotta be honest with you, the reason why I'm not gonna say it's a great show, it's a good show for kids, and it's a good show for now, but the thing is, I like storylines. I like to have, like, continuality. I like to have, like, a progression of storyline and characters. The thing is, with Terry, you just have him as the Batman, and you have Bruce Wayne, you have Ace the dog. You got Dana, who is Terry's girlfriend, who doesn't really know much about what's happening with Terry. That's just what it is. She's a girlfriend that's in the dark, and she's a damsel in distress. I really enjoyed this one side character, Max, who is this African-American genius smart girl who technically, she knows about Terry being Batman and all this stuff, but I love her relationship also with Terry and her relationship with Bruce Wayne. She has energy, she has spunk, and she is not afraid to go against Bruce Wayne himself in some cases. She likes to get in between Bruce Wayne and Terry in some cases. She doesn't ever really go to see the Batcave and all that stuff, but she knows who Terry is. She knows who Batman, the original Batman, was, and I really enjoyed Max as a character. And overall, this show lasted for 3 seasons. The first season had 13 episodes. The second season had 26, and the third season had the 13 episodes as well. I don't think the show ended off on a good note. I think there was just really a lot of filler episodes, and what I mean by filler, like, they build up villains, but they don't continue certain, like, storylines with some of them. Like, some villains are just come and go, and then there's, like, some characters that they just constantly reuse because they're the only good ones they have. So, I enjoy Batman Beyond, but I think they could have done a lot more with these villains instead of just recycling them over and over again and creating. I feel like Batman Beyond has a villain problem because they only have like 4 villains total that they have character progression who are constantly there, but I feel like they needed more with that. I think they needed more development. I think they needed new characters with character progression. I enjoy Batman Beyond. But when I was young, I thought this was the greatest show of all time. But now that I rewatch as a kid, I mean as an adult right now, it's just like the magic. It's again when I'm rewatching these old shows I used to love as a kid. It's kind of like how you think Barney was good, and not comparing Batman Beyond to Barney, but you know how nostalgia hits you. and you think everything is so good as it once was, but when you rewatch it, you're like, this was good, but it's not great. It's not excellent. But I enjoy the shit out of Batman Beyond. I like the storyline continues with the whole Batman at DC universe and all that stuff. I really enjoyed the movie Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker. That's one of the best DC animated movies of all time. A great story, and this is just great with Terry McGinnis. So to me, Batman Beyond, a very good show, but it's not the greatest superhero animated show of all time. I will be rewatching the Batman animated series. I will be rewatching a couple other other superhero animated shows like Spider-Man 2001, since it's on Disney Plus. I'll be checking out all those ones, and I'll be reviewing each one. But for me, Batman Beyond was a good show. I think they could have used new characters more. They could have introduced some new characters. They could introduce some new villains and could have a continuation of stories. The best episodes of Batman Beyond are the ones where they continue certain storylines. The beginning of the episode was pretty good. Where about it's like continuality, continuation of certain storylines would be nice and helpful. And some of the best episodes are the ones where they have pre-existing villains, such as with Terry and this one girl named 10. She has maybe 3 episodes, but her episodes are the better ones of the Batman Beyond, because they do the character progression of Terry and his relationship with her, and her relationship with her own family, who's in a criminal organization. So again, there's a lot of good things about Batman Beyond. There's a lot of great things about Batman Beyond, but to me, I like character progression, I like story, I like new characters. When it's just Terry and Bruce Wayne, if there's no Bruce Wayne there, Terry's by himself, then he needs to have at least Max or somebody else with him. Because I like, again, the thing is with Batman Beyond is just you have characters who are just by themselves. When you focus on just one character, is he enough to carry a show? Is he enough to carry it? In some cases, you kind of need a Justice League or X-Men Evolution to have characters progress, have different characters together. And when you have 6 characters in one TV show, you have a lot of character building, you have a lot of more story building. But when you have just Terry and maybe one girl Max, it doesn't develop a lot of good character progression. And to me, I enjoy Batman Beyond, but again, it's not a great show to me, but I enjoy it. So what y'all think, everyone? Do you think Batman Beyond is a great show? Would you take off your nostalgia glasses and actually kind of see, hey, maybe this show is not as great as it once was when you were as a kid. Maybe as an adult, now that you have a clear mind, maybe your choice of the Batman is going to change. Maybe certain things change when you grow older in time. And to me, I loved the show when I was a kid. I still think the show is a good show for kids and all this stuff to watch it. But to me, as an adult now, I'm like, this is not like a Toy Story 4. I mean, this is not like a Toy Story thing where it could be for kids and for adults and all this stuff. I mean, it's a good way to pass the time, but it's not the greatest super animated show you're ever going to see in your life. But I did enjoy Batman Beyond. At Batman Beyond, I'm going to give a B. So let me know what y'all think, everyone. That means at least for everybody. Bye.